Have you ever had a moment when you felt like your dog truly understood what you were going through? Maybe they snuggled up to you when you were feeling down, reacted to your voice when you spoke, or even seemed to anticipate your actions before you made a move. If you've ever wondered whether your furry friend genuinely comprehends you, science now has an answer that will delight dog lovers everywhere. Dogs truly do understand humans. But just how deep does this understanding go? They recognize the actual words we say, sense our emotions, and even predict our intentions. Can they tell when we're being dishonest or when we're struggling emotionally? The extraordinary connection between humans and dogs is unlike any other in the animal kingdom. Today, we're diving into the fascinating science behind how dogs interpret human communication and why this bond is so incredibly special. Dogs understand words more than you think. For many years, scientists believed that dogs did not actually understand the words we say, but rather responded only to the tone of our voice and our body language. However, recent groundbreaking research has completely changed our perception of canine intelligence. When it comes to language comprehension, a remarkable study conducted at ETVS Lauren University in Hungary used advanced MRI brain scans to analyze how dogs process human speech. The findings were astonishing and revealed that dogs process language in a way that is strikingly similar to humans. The left hemisphere of a dog's brain is responsible for interpreting the meaning of words, allowing them to recognize specific vocabulary. The right hemisphere of their brain analyzes the tone and emotion behind the words, helping them gauge how we feel while we're speaking. This means that when you tell your dog, "Good boy," in an excited and affectionate tone, they don't just pick up on your happiness, they actually understand the phrase itself and associate it with praise. Some dogs, like the famous Border Collie named Chaser, have demonstrated an astonishing ability to learn and retain human words. Chaser was able to recognize and differentiate between more than 1,000 words, surpassing the vocabulary of a young toddler. Research also shows that dogs can categorize objects, distinguish between verbs and nouns, and even remember words years after first learning them. Bonus fact, dogs can even recognize when a word is meaningless gibberish. In an experiment, researchers played recordings of familiar words and then mixed in nonsense words. The dogs showed clear reactions to unfamiliar gibberish words, proving that they actively listen and process language rather than just responding automatically. So, the next time you chat with your dog, remember they may be understanding much more than you realize. Dogs are emotional experts. They read human feelings like pros. Have you ever noticed that your dog seems to know when you're sad, anxious, or upset? This isn't just a coincidence. Dogs are remarkably skilled at reading human emotions. Their ability to interpret our feelings goes beyond simple observation. It involves reading facial expressions, analyzing body language, and even detecting changes in our scent caused by stress or fear. A fascinating study published in the journal Biology Letters in the year 2016 examined how dogs respond to different human emotional expressions. The researchers found that when dogs were shown images of human faces displaying a variety of emotions, their reactions were strikingly consistent. When shown a happy face, dogs wagged their tails and displayed excitement. When shown an angry or distressed face, they became visibly cautious or even exhibited signs of stress. But that's not all. Dogs also use their incredibly powerful sense of smell to detect emotional shifts in their humans. When we experience intense emotions, like stress, anxiety, or fear, our bodies release specific hormones and pheromones, such as cortisol. Dogs can detect these chemical changes in our scent, which explains why many dogs instinctively offer comfort when their owners are feeling down. This heightened emotional sensitivity is what makes therapy and emotional support dogs so effective. Like traditional service animals who are trained to perform specific tasks, emotional support dogs do not require extensive training because they naturally sense and respond to human emotions in real time. Bonus fact, dogs don't just respond to emotions, they can actually absorb them. Studies have shown that if an owner is anxious or stressed, their dog's stress levels rise as well. This deep emotional synchronization is one reason why dogs are frequently used in therapy for individuals with post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD), anxiety, and depression. Dogs can follow our gaze and gestures. Did you know that? Dogs have an impressive ability to understand human gestures, particularly pointing. In fact, they are better at following pointing gestures than even chimpanzees, our closest primate. Relatives, the classic scientific experiment known as the pointing test, has been used to study canine intelligence for many years. In this test, a researcher places two identical containers in front of a dog, one containing a hidden treat and the other empty. The human then points to the correct container, and almost without fail, the dog follows the gesture and chooses the correct one. This might seem like a simple task, but it actually requires advanced cognitive skills. Even human babies take time to develop this ability, whereas dogs seem to be naturally programmed to understand pointing. Scientists believe this ability evolved over thousands of years as dogs and humans coexisted, leading to a unique form of interspecies communication. Bonus fact, this skill is one of the reasons why dogs excel in search and rescue missions, guiding visually impaired individuals, and even detecting medical emergencies like seizures before they occur. Dogs can detect lies and intentions. Here's something truly remarkable: dogs can tell when we are being dishonest. In a study published in the journal Animal Cognition, researchers designed an experiment to test whether dogs could recognize deceptive human behavior. They set up two identical containers, one with food inside and one empty. A human pointed to the empty container, misleading the dog. The first time, the dog trusted the human and followed their cue. However, after realizing they had been deceived, the dog quickly stopped trusting that person's signals. This experiment revealed that dogs don't blindly obey humans. They assess situations, recognize dishonesty, and adjust their behavior based on past experiences. Essentially, dogs are constantly evaluating our trustworthiness. Eye contact creates a deep emotional bond. Have you ever wondered why your dog locks eyes with you? It turns out, prolonged eye contact between dogs and their owners triggers the release of oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for the deep bond between a mother and her infant. When you make eye contact with your dog, both of you experience an oxytocin surge, strengthening your emotional connection. Unlike wolves, who see prolonged eye contact as a threat, dogs have developed this unique behavior specifically to communicate affection and trust with humans. Bonus fact, a study found that when dogs and their owners maintain eye contact for an extended period, oxytocin levels increase by up to 130% in dogs and an astonishing 300% in humans. Dogs respond to human voices in a special way. Ever noticed how your dog gets excited when you talk to them in a high-pitched voice? That's because dogs are especially attuned to human vocal tones. A groundbreaking study in science discovered that when dogs hear human speech, the pleasure centers in their brains light up, especially when spoken to in a happy, affectionate tone. So, don't feel silly for using that cheerful, exaggerated baby voice with your pup. It actually helps strengthen your bond. The human-dog bond is unbreakable, from recognizing words to reading emotions, following gestures, and even detecting dishonesty. Dogs are far more intelligent and emotionally connected to humans than we ever imagined. The bond between humans and dogs is truly one of the most remarkable relationships in the animal kingdom, shaped by thousands of years of evolution. So, the next time you talk to your dog, remember they are listening, understanding, and feeling more than you ever thought possible.